I said I wasn't gonna do this because last time I did it, it was like 40 minutes long, and this one, if I do it, it's because it's Saturday, and I'm not gonna be able to put it up out until fucking Thursday, the first. So this would end up being 6 days, which, if I'm not careful, could easily be well over an hour. So, but I might end up deciding to do, because I'm kind of already halfway there. I'm doing this also because I was like, what if I just don't have anything to talk about? But apparently, there's always something to talk about because the toilet's clogged. That's right. Every toilet on the river, there was some sort of issue with like the main sewage pipe. So every single store downtown, at least down on the river, none of us had, oh, okay, none of us had working plumbing today. So that was fun. And then the night parade, so had to, weave my way through that as I try to figure out just how to get the fuck home. But I'm here. Yeah, that's it. Honestly, I think there have been like 17 different things that happened today that at some point in time made me be like, maybe I should talk about that. But now that I'm home, I don't want to. That's the only things that really stuck out in my head. Oh, I did finish Jungle Fury, and the ending was spectacular. And I've started Time Force, and I forgot, like, this is surprisingly intense for a kids show. I mean, let's say let's say hypothetically Power Rangers is like seventh heaven. The whole family is goody two shoes. You know, this it kind of feels like Dimensions, like the not Time Force and RPM. They kind of wandered over from the set of like My So-Called Life or something. These are like Time Force is kind of feeling like the punk rock cousin that everyone's disappointed in. It is shockingly intense. I don't remember it being this intense. I remember thinking it was good, but like compared to the somewhat laxed nature of a lot of these other shows, Time Force is high octane. So yeah, that's it for today. I'm tired and I'm gonna go to bed because, like I said, six of these. Because this one's 3 minutes, so six times three, that's eight. No, yeah, 18. So yeah, this, even if all of them just stop at 3 minutes, that's gonna be a 20-minute video. And I'm guessing most of these are not gonna stop at 3 minutes because I'm planning to do a few things today. I do have a meetup I'm going to on Tuesday. No, yeah, Tuesday. And also I've got to pay rent. I got to get groceries. Lots of shit going on. So I'll see you. We'll see if I even do this tomorrow. We'll see. If you're wondering why I'm laying down, it's because I am exhausted. And I'm definitely gonna have some pain in the morning. My back hurts from carrying the whole fucking team. I'm kidding, but not really. It's We got busier because hey, spring break, fiesta, shit's happening. But we started slowing down, and we're not hitting our projected numbers. So, they gave us some jobs to do, and by us I mean me. And I'm trying to work on it. I halfway through, I tap out. I'm like, you, go ahead, finish up for me. And he's like, okay. And when I say you, I'm not gonna say his name. We'll call him Kevin. Kevin's a lazy piece of shit, and everyone knows it. But I figure, hey, at least he'll take some of the pressure off me. He barely did shit. Motherfucker taking his sweet fucking time to the point that I'm like, he's not gonna finish before he goes home, so I'm gonna still end up having to do the majority of this anyways. So I hop back on. And then while I'm trying to finish this up, All these other lazy motherfuckers, like for one thing, they don't even touch t-shirts all day. So those aren't getting folded. Even though I told them two separate times, hey, t-shirts aren't getting folded. Hop on that. They'll go do it. They'll go do it, but then it's like, oh, we got a line. And then they'll help, and then, okay, back to my phone. No, back to the fucking shirts. Whatever. Long story short, I was being lazy today. And I was being lazy because, you know what, I'm not here to pick up the slack for everyone else. If everyone else isn't doing their job, the fuck should I do mine? And my manager did note, hey, you're not giving your full effort. And I'm like, neither are they, and you're not yelling at them. So fuck it. I'm not doing more than I have to. Okay? I'm gonna do the bare minimum. There are certain things that are expected for us to do every single day. I'm gonna do those. There are jobs that I was told to do today. I'm gonna do those. I'm not gonna go above and beyond breaking my back just to make everyone else look good. No, I'm not here to cover everyone's asses. I'm gonna do what's asked of me. No more, no less. Unless you're specifically asking me to cover everyone else's asses so you don't look like a bad leader because you can't get these other motherfuckers off their ass. Because that's what's really going on. I work too hard sometimes. I have a good work ethic. It was beaten into me at a very young age. And so it's really easy for people to rely on me. I'm a reliable, hardworking guy. But not today. I'm not doing that bullshit. Like I said, I'm gonna do what's necessary. And for everything else, fuck it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was in a bad mood. I was not giving good customer service. The last hour and a half, people would come up to me and be like, do you work here? And I'm like, nope. One person clocked it. He's like, oh, you don't? You just walk into strange stores and fold their shirts? I'm like, so you do understand how ridiculous your question was, don't you? He's like, yeah, so you do work here then? And I'm like, nope. And I walked away because, don't ask. I'm tired of this bullshit. It's the dumbest thing. I feel like if you have to get a license to drive a car, I feel like there are more things that should need licenses. Like maybe you should have a license to have a kid, It would be nice if humans were born infertile and you had to prove that you were capable of actually being a half decent parent in order to actually do it. But I also understand what kind of dystopian ideology that might feel like to a lot of people, but there are a lot of parents out there that really should not be parents. And I feel like, maybe you should have a shopping license, You have to prove some basic level of competency in order to be allowed to walk through the door. And if you have kids, you got to have a different license because, you got to have a different license to drive a big rig, driver that you have to a standard driver's license, but then there's class C for long haul. Long haul truckers got to have their own special thing. You got to have a different license to operate a train. I think you should have a license to walk in a fucking store, because some people just pissing me off. One bitch is coming up to us. We're close to the end of the night anyways. Toilets still not working. They have been closed all day. She comes up to the register with a bunch of stuff in her hand. She's like, excuse me, can I use your restroom? And they're out of order, ma'am. I'm sorry. And then she's like, even if I buy these things, and we're like, they are out of order. To which she responds, that's not what I asked. And immediately I'm like, this bitch wants to get punched. Oh, you were about to cause some fucking trouble, aren't you? And I'm like, they're out of order, man. She's like, that's not what I asked. If I buy these things, will you let me use the restroom? The toilet is fucking broken, ma'am. It is not flushing. So no one is allowed in there. And then she's trying to go off about how, oh, well, so-and-such over there said that you guys have a restroom and that if I bought stuff, you would definitely let me use it. Bitch, so-and-such doesn't work here, so who gives a fuck what so-and-such says? Alright? Fuck you, fuck so-and-such, fuck all you hoes. We, the people who work in this building, are telling you, you cannot go in there. And honestly, probably it would have been easier if we just let her go in there so that she can see the shit that is overflowing. Because literally, the tub is full of shit. How she didn't smell it because it's been sitting there for 2 days. I don't know how she didn't. I mean, but whatever. It's been a long day. And then at the end of the night, you know, the lazy motherfuckers who don't do shit are upset that we don't get to go home early, that we gotta stay later because the manager doesn't want us to leave until the store actually looks good. And they're like, why is she being such a bitch? I mean, motherfucker, if you had been doing your job all fucking day, like we tried to fucking tell you, the store wouldn't look so nasty and she wouldn't be getting on your ass and refusing to let you leave until you clean it. Like, this is like something we do every night. The store is supposed to look good before you leave. So if you had been doing the work earlier, you wouldn't be having to stay so late. Entirely on you. And that's when she pointed out, like, hey, you're not you're not you're not trying very hard today. And I'm like, and I don't give a fuck. Hey, if you don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. And she's like, you're supposed to try your hardest. And I'm like, I'm gonna try as hard as everyone around me. I got I got 3 people here not even giving half the effort I give. I'm not busting my ass just to make you look good. You want to look good, do your job and make them do their jobs. It ain't my fault that you can't handle your people. That's on you. You want me to care more? Pay me to care more. Because you don't pay me enough to literally be breaking my fucking back to make you look good. Nah, I don't care. Like I said, you pay me enough that I'm going to do the minimum. Anyway, it's been a very frustrating weekend. Thankfully, there's not much to say tonight. Thank God there's not much to say tonight. Because, I mean, I'm not going to say it's been the greatest day of my life, but it wasn't bad. Work wasn't very busy, but it wasn't so dead that we're giving bullshit work. You know, it's just like, hey, there was a little bit to do, but not so much that I felt overwhelmed. Anyway, I got one more day. Just gotta survive one more day, and then I get a day off, which might not be that relaxing because I gotta pay rent and get groceries. And then I'm planning to go to an event that night. Can't guarantee that I will go because there's this place that I have. I don't like going to new places because there's a place that seems to be a popular spot for a lot of events, especially board game nights and stuff. But I'm scared just because I don't like going to new places, especially for the first time. But there are people that I know are gonna be there that are like, oh, I haven't seen you since before Halloween, and so like, yeah, let's go. Let's this now's as good a time as any. Plus, I do want to actively try to go out and do stuff. So here is something to do. Let's get this out of the way. If I do go, I'll count it towards May, not April, because I already filled my quota for April. Don't know that I'm going to fill it in May, so just in case. Because there's also something on Friday that on the 1st that I'm thinking about going to. It's in Southtown, which I go to all the time, but I don't know. There's two. The main reason is just that the person hosting is like haven't had great experiences with this specific person. So I'm not that excited to go. And now it's like, oh, there's a strong possibility of rain, so I might just decide to skip that. Because, hey, Friday night, I might just stay home and watch SmackDown. So, yeah, I'm more likely to go to the Wednesday one than the Friday one, but there's a possibility I go to both. There's a possibility I go to neither. Either way, I do go to work tomorrow. That's for certain. And it's getting hot as fuck too, so maybe not tomorrow, but actually, because I'm gonna do laundry on Wednesday, so I'm gonna make sure to wash my shorts because I'm gonna have to start wearing those because we're starting to get 90-degree days. So it's shorts weather now. Also, time for those who care, who've been around for a while and you want to know the conclusion to some other stuff that we started. As far as my back is concerned, yesterday I definitely worried that I pushed it too far. There was a tiny bit of pain and swelling, but and I don't know if I'm getting better or I'm just did a good enough job taking care of it because, like I said, I got home and I just stayed laying down till I went to bed, and I slept pretty well. So little to no pain today. There is still some pain, but nowhere near as much, and it feels a little tight, like a little bit of like a needle poking me at times when I am exerting myself, but I feel like hopefully the worst is behind us. Hopefully. And for those who care with the Madden stuff, I finally played my next game. Andre only needed 4 catches. He got 10. He matched Dez. He's now at 149 with 2 games left to play. And I don't know if I'm gonna play them because we're 14-0. We already got everything clinched. So, and we had a scary moment because Matt got sacked and had some hurt ribs. He's fine. He finished the game, threw 5 touchdowns. But other than chasing history, there's not too many reasons to play. So 50-50, not only I'll probably play my starters, but maybe not for all 4 quarters. I was all prepared to sit here and tell you. I was all prepared to sit here and tell you how my life is so boring and nothing ever happens. Just that light. I didn't realize it was. I don't know if I usually don't leave that one on, and now I see why. Anyway, I'm not going to turn it off because I don't feel like starting again. As we're closing, we're preparing to close, and this like goth bluegrass group shows up, and it's like we're inside, and then outside we suddenly hear like, and then it's like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on out here? I swear they got like banjos and a washboard, and that this one, oh, kill the beast. And I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this. But yeah, other than that, not too much going on that I can think of. I at work, it happened. My back. It feels worse than yesterday, but it still doesn't feel bad. And I do think that half of that is just that maybe I did push myself a little bit too much. But I'm also trying my best to, relax, take it easy, do my thing. But yeah, the month of May, there's a lot of shit going on. And sometimes you have too much shit going on and you start feeling overwhelmed because, like, tomorrow I gotta pay rent, gotta do some groceries, and then at night there's a thing I want to go to, which I'm starting to think maybe I don't want to go to it just because, when's the last, well, WrestleMania weekend, that's the last time I went 24 hours without going outside. And I kind of miss, like, the longer you go without going outside, the more you miss not going outside. And actually, I'm already going outside tomorrow morning. I don't know if I want to then go out tomorrow night. And it's actually kind of funny, because in this world, nothing has, like, inherent value. Everything has as much value as we personally choose to give it. Because, like, hey, I don't mind paying $8 for a cheeseburger. It's not what I want, but like $8 for a cheeseburger or $4 for the ingredients to a cheeseburger, so I can make my own anytime I feel like it. It really just depends on my mood, because sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'll pay $10 for a sub because I just don't feel like cooking. Yet somehow it's like, oh, you want to pay me a buck 30 to take a 20-minute bus ride? Hell no. It's also just because like it's a place I've never been before. It's a side of town I'm not to go to that often because like even Southtown is near me, but it's not next. It's like it's a bit of a trip, but it's a trip I don't mind making. But just because I know Southtown enough that I'm not as scared to go that direction. This one, however, it's like it's a place I don't go to that often, which is funny because there was a very long period of my life where I was going down Fredericksburg, twice a week. It was the street I spent the most time on, but that was because my grandmother lived there for a long time. But now, like Fredericksburg Road, is just I don't go there that often. But I'm going there tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll see if I actually go through with it. How does 4 minutes happen so fast? I feel like I just started talking. Anyway, yeah, that's it. It was a mostly normal day, other than the fact that I had a massive headache all day. Which, funny enough, like when I only have a headache when I'm not having fun. Cause like walking home, listening to music, just enjoying myself, thinking about some of my favorite stories, some of my favorite wrestling matches, and I didn't have a headache, but now suddenly I'm sitting down, and I turn the camera on, and oh, the headache's still there. Like sometimes the cure to anything is just have enough fun that you don't think about how much it sucks right now. That's like a good philosophy for how to live your life. You are going to hear me say something that very few humans on this earth have ever actually heard me say. These words rarely ever leave my lips. So listen closely because you might never hear it again. I'm in a good mood. So I woke up this morning, played some games. I then I went, took a short trip just to make my rent payment because they only accept money orders, so I gotta go get the money order and then come back and pay them. So did that. And actually, before I left, when I woke up in the morning, I placed an order for HEB to get it delivered in the afternoon. They've actually lowered their delivery fees, so yay. If I order early enough, I can get it in the afternoon, so that's good for me. And so, so my mouth's a little dry. So, yeah, I did that, and that's mostly it. I woke up, played some games, paid rent, ordered. Oh yeah, I played. Actually, I pretty much just played games all day. I played games, paid rent, played some more games. Groceries got delivered. I put them up, and then took a nap. Oh, actually, I've had some stuff to eat throughout the day. Um, uh, uh, then, like I said, I took a nap. Perfect. I took a nap, and then I went to a game night, which, gotta say, I'm probably gonna go back. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There are a lot of reasons why I was hesitant to go, and honestly, I can make up so many different excuses for why I didn't really want to be there. But at the end of the day, I think I have to be honest with you guys and myself. It's just because it was an unfamiliar place. I went to an unfamiliar place, and that's scary for me. Now, it's scary because it's a place called Black Potion, which seems to be a really cool, chill place that a lot of gaming groups love to go. And I just never went, mostly because it's in a part of town I don't travel to that often. It takes a while to get there. But when I looked today, because I was still 50-50 of not, whether or not I was actually going to go, and then I looked it up and I realized, okay, 20 minutes by bus, 55 minutes walking. Because there's another gaming group I go to. It's like the second Sunday of every month. That one's 59 minutes away. So if I can make that trip, I can make this one. And I realize most of my hesitance just comes from the fact that, like I said, it's an unfamiliar place. And every time it's come up before, it's been unfamiliar people. But these people are ones that, I've known them for a while. I haven't seen them in a while because, the people who are hosting this one, I have not seen them since last year. Before Halloween, there was like this thing that we did. And so yeah, I was excited to go there, but nervous. They remembered me, and they were like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a while," and that was shocking to me because, you know, I've always just have this like innate belief that people forget I exist the second I leave the room, and I know that that's wrong, but that's just like I said, that's how I feel. Like in high school, anytime I found out there was a rumor about me, people talking shit behind my back, first thought in my head was pretty much always, wait, you guys talk about me when I'm not around? Fucking awesome. That is sweet. I didn't know I had that much of an impact. I've always thought I was a forgettable person. And so, you know, it's good to know that I'm remembered and that I'm missed. And then we ended up having fun. It was a fun day. We played some games. One of them was like the Killer or something. It's based off of a horror movie where every round one person is the killer and everyone else is just a normal human. And if you happen to be the killer, you're trying to, put yourself in position to kill someone. And if you're not the killer, you're trying to make sure you don't get killed. Either try to kill the killer if possible, and then you can end the game, or at the very least just try to stay away from anyone you suspect might be the killer and see if you can survive. I was the killer multiple times, never actually got to kill anyone. Almost did once, but there was one person who at the very last second suspected I might be the killer, and so he pushed me out of the room, saved some lives. But then, because the first time we played it, we did multiple rounds, took half an hour. The second time we played it, it took like 5 minutes, because on the first round, out of 7 players, 5 of them died. On the first round. Chaos. And then the next game was one called Dixit, which is really fun. It's all about vibes. You pick a card, you give a clue to what that card would be. Everyone else picks a card too, and then you all put it down. Actually, I think I've seen SourceFed play it once years ago. I played it once too, at least a year ago, well over a year ago. So anyway, that was fun. I had fun. Was it a long walk? Technically. The walk there felt much worse than the walk back. What I've noticed, there's a train in the background. If you can't hear it, my apologies. There's nothing I can do about that. But what I have come to learn is that there is definitely this feeling of because when I'm walking to work, it feels a lot longer than walking home, even though technically when I'm walking home, I'm going uphill. And that's kind of what happens here too. Cause like it was uphill to get there, and that was difficult. But coming home, like the walk home felt like nothing. Like legitimately felt like nothing. And so, yeah, they meet the last Wednesday of every month, so I'm definitely gonna be signing up for that. You know, gonna make some appearances. I had fun. So now I've got two monthly game nights that I can go to, both an hour walk away, but I'm okay with that. Hey, good exercise. And on the way home, I stopped by 7-Eleven, picked up an ice cream, which I can't show you because I ate it already. It's hot, okay? It's summertime. Also, I saw this. I don't know. Fanta Crimson Sour Cherry. I did not see the sour. I saw the cherry. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this, but I'm gonna try it. I bought it. I'm gonna drink it. I also got a pack of peanut butter cookies, which honestly I'm just gonna give to. I got a pregnant coworker. She be hungry. I've also got myself here some donuts. I'm gonna eat a couple donuts and then sushi. HEB. Sushi's been in the fridge all day. It's still good. It's still good. But so yeah, there's a thing on Friday that I was originally like. At first I was like, sounds fun, but then I was like, I'm not sure about that one. But the more time I have to think about it, the more I'm like, maybe I should. You know? It, we'll see. Honestly, we will see how I feel on Friday because we'll see how work goes tomorrow. If I get pissed off, because it sounds like a fun event. It's in Southtown. It's a Blue Star Arts Complex, which I've been to before. I'm still not 100% sure what the event even is. I'll have to look that up again. And, right now, looking at it, I don't see a ton of people I recognize, and some of the ones that I do recognize wouldn't say are my favorites. But, well, like I said, I went from definitely not to who knows, maybe. So I guess that's something. So anyway, yeah, I might make a vlog tomorrow. I might not. Either way, Friday morning I'm gonna be doing laundry, and then I'll probably edit these then. Of course. And so, yeah. Am I gonna keep doing this? I don't know. I'm doing it for as long as I feel like doing it. So if I ever stop doing it, it means I stopped feeling like it. It is what it is. Stop. Uh, so, I was walking to work and I started getting this weird leg pain. And it's so hard to describe because I don't think I've ever felt anything like it. It's like, it kind of like, I was like, is this a cramp? But because maybe I haven't been drinking as much as I normally did, and I did have a soda this morning, which I usually don't. It's usually water and tea, so maybe I'm dehydrated. But I was thinking about it, and like, it didn't feel like the muscle; it felt like the bone. I'm like, what is going on here? Because it's so random. Like, halfway walking to work, just out of nowhere, my leg is just in pain suddenly, and I'm like, what the actual fuck is this? But I'm like, what else can I do? I gotta go to work. I got bills to pay, so walk it off. And then you know, I was just when I was thinking, hey, like my back might be healed, which honestly I might still be thinking that a little bit, but like, I mean, I think I got as close to 100 as I'm ever gonna get, cause like, then today, of course, I gotta take one heavy box up the stairs and bring a case of water down the stairs, and then take the trash up at the end of the night. So it's a little bit of tightness in there. Not that sore, but like it's definitely some small level of pain. But tomorrow's my day off. I got a frozen pizza in there that I'm definitely gonna eat. I got some um So ramen. I don't know why I forgot that word. I got some ramen, but not as much as as I think I might have needed. I didn't check. I always get like a little bit, anyways. But I don't know if I have enough to make it to the end of the month. So I might have to go buy some more halfway through the month. But here's the good news: I bought like this huge ass sack of rice, like last year, like the size of my upper body, honestly. And I still got like a pound of it left. So it's not like I'm gonna starve to death. But yeah. And it finally rained. It was supposed to rain yesterday, and it just didn't. It was saying, oh, it's going to rain at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it didn't. And then it kept getting pushed back. It's going to be raining at 8 o'clock at night. It didn't. And then today, it was going to rain overnight. It didn't. It's going to rain in the afternoon. It didn't. It's going to rain at 8 p.m. It did. Then, before we even got to 8 p.m., they're like, it's going to be raining overnight. So I was like, it's going to rain on me when I get home, man, isn't it? And you know what? I was right. It's like a light sprinkle. It wasn't a heavy rain. So if it doesn't rain overnight, we can still expect some heavy rain tomorrow, which, good news. I already decided not to go to my thing because I'm feeling a little overextended right now, and it's overwhelming, and I definitely need at least one day where I can go 24 hours without opening my front door. I'm going to do laundry tomorrow morning, and after that, I'm just going to chill and play video games. I'm doing Madden. I got 2 weeks left in the season, and he's got 149 receptions, so already the record. So I just need one more for 150. He's less than 100 away from 2,000, so I'm going to see if we can push it. He's not going to get what I did with Dez in the Cowboys franchise. I got Dez 2,300. I don't think I can get 400 in 2 games. Possible, yes. Likely, no. So I'm gonna play some Madden. I'm gonna play some Raid. I'm gonna play some Legacy Wars because there's a raid right now, and I'm pretty sure that the solo raid ends tomorrow, which means the group raid is gonna come up. So. Yay, I guess. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't think I was that tired, but maybe I am. Some bastard came into work today and stole water. And when I say stole, what I mean is they drank it and put it back on the shelf. Because I noticed there was a bottle of water that looked like it had been squeezed, and when I took a closer look, I could tell some water was missing because the level in that bottle was lower than the level in the other bottles. And I checked, okay, not only had the seal been broken, but there was a hair on the bottle. So some motherfucker went in, took a sip, and then put it back on the shelf like a fucking asshole. Some people just suck. And yeah. Ain't much else going on except, like I said, I got a few things because next week I got a dinner social at the Cove, and I got a board game night with a different group, and then later at the very end of May, the other group does their board game night. I'm gonna visit my mom, which I may make it sound like a chore, but it's just because I don't like the trip. I don't like going places anymore, because family was talking about me going to visit my uncle this summer, but I ended up declining just because I just don't feel like it. A free trip sounds fun, and I actually do miss Wisconsin. It's a beautiful place, especially in the summer. Beats the hell out of Texas summers. I just don't feel like going places and doing stuff. I like sleeping in my bed. Even if it was like just drive to Austin for the weekend and just spend 48 hours there, I might still have said no, honestly. Cause like my mom, it's a 40-minute bus ride to get to her, and that's honestly the biggest reason why I dread going. That's a long trip for me. If she lived across the street, I'd probably visit her twice a week just to steal food. But it is what it is. So yeah, I've decided not to go to the event tomorrow. I'm just gonna relax, spend the day playing video games. I have a couple of videos I might try to edit. Definitely gonna try to edit because I've got a letter to my therapist that I've recorded. Just need to edit that. Now it's less than 5 minutes. Should be easy. I got what's the other fucking. Oh yeah, because I've still got that other one that I haven't gotten to yet. The Madden stories that I'm still working on. Maybe try to get to that again. I don't know if I said this. I finished Jungle Fury. The ending was really good. It was a good series overall. You know what? I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to spoil my next video. But long story short, I liked it. It's worth watching. It's one of the good ones. There are some bad ones that aren't worth watching. Jungle Fury is one of the good ones. It might not necessarily be easy to sit through. I'm going to admit, if you make your decision entirely based on the first episode, you might not think it's worth watching. It gets better as it goes. But yeah, and I already started Time Force, which is equally better than I remember while also being worse than I expected. It's because it's weird. The way I'm feeling right now, it's like I feel like it's good enough that if you're not paying attention, you're missing out. But it's also bad enough that if you're paying too much attention, it's hard to enjoy it because you can't help but point out a lot of flaws. Because I am watching it critically, but it's like it's made in what 2001. It's very I farted twice. It's very oh wow that smells. Anyway, I was not expecting it to smell that bad. It was made in 2001, and you can very much tell, but it's also shockingly addictive because I'm like, let me just watch one episode, and next thing you know, I'm 7 episodes in, and I'm like, oh fuck, I got other shit I have to do. So I'm definitely gonna watch some more of that tomorrow. So that one's probably gonna come a lot quicker, which is a good sign. You can't say you hate something when you're actively looking forward to watching the next episode every time you finish one episode. It's taken me months to get through the others, but this one might take me a month, depending on what else is going on. Because I know Jungle Fury ended up getting pushed to the side because it was WrestleMania season, and that was a big deal. Even though the event itself ended up being disappointing. And I've seen a bunch of essays about how it was actually planned. Not necessarily that they planned to make a bad product as much as, well, they're showing all these deep dives and evidence into why TKO. They don't actually care about wrestling, they care about money. And wrestling is just a vehicle that can be used to make some money. And it's depressing. It's disheartening. And there's a lot of people like, well, it's time to start watching AEW, and I'm like, I already do. I mean, there are many ways where AEW is better, but there are still times when I feel like WWE overall still has a better product, mostly. But I will say this: WrestleMania was so disappointing. The most disappointing I've ever been in any PLE. And that's sad because I kind of knew in my heart that it wasn't going to be the greatest. But anyways, that's, wow, 10 minutes. I don't know how that keeps happening. It's funny how I've always said I don't like talking and I don't have much to say, but apparently when I do have stuff to say, I have a lot to say. Anyways, yeah. That's it. I don't know if I'm going to do this again. I might not. If I do, it would probably upload it either Friday or Sunday. Most likely Friday, because the Friday social is at night, and the Sunday one's in the afternoon. Plus, if I wait till Sunday, that's way too much footage, and this thing will be an hour. I don't want that. You know what's funny? After I edited it, the day that I edited and uploaded those last two videos, my phone was warning me, you're almost out of space, you're almost out of memory, whatever. And it's like, oh, 92% full. So I deleted the things I had just used. Still didn't do anything. So then I'm like, empty out my trash. It went from 92 to 68 just by emptying out the trash. So part of it was definitely the movies that I made, because the recordings and then the editings and then the finished product, those definitely took up some space. But I think the main issue all comes down to my trash just isn't emptying fast enough. Anyway, till the next time you see my face in a video, have a great day, week, month, year, however long it is. I really don't know. You might see me again today, or this might end up being the second one you saw today. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life.